Welcome back, everyone. This is the Kiev 4A. This is the Kiev 4A, a rangefinder that came straight out of the USSR's ass. After World War II, the Soviets relocated equipment, factory, and personnel from Germany, from the Zeiss Icon factories, which then were all moved and relocated to Kiev, Ukraine. With the production line back up and running, they started making new Contax IIIs, but now with the super friendly and absolutely causes no problems communist USSR at the helm. Can you shut up? The Kiev line of cameras was made all the way from 1947 all the way up until about 4 years before the Soviet Union fell. And for all of you guys that can't count, For all of you guys that can't count, that was the rotten potato-ridden year of 1987. But why would anyone want to shoot this camera? Trust me, I don't even know. I haven't even shot it. We can get to that later though. I've been wanting to make my first time with this camera special, if you know what I mean. But I did shoot a test roll, so I don't know if I'm still good there.
So here's some of those photos that I took from the test roll. Nothing all too special or crazy. It was a test roll just because I'm not sure if the camera worked when I originally bought it. So yeah, here's all those photos.
Today I'm recording this on April 20th, which means today is, And in honor of that, me and some of my buddies are going to walk through some abandoned buildings and get blazed. And by blazed, I mean we're going to shoot some level purple. At least, I'm going to shoot some level purple.
So I actually did this really cool thing where I didn't take any videos from that photo walk. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So here's the photos that I ended up liking. I ended up taking about 18 photos and walked away with 8 keepers, or photos, that I would be fine showing to other people. At this point, I'm still getting used to the camera, and I've never shot Lomo Purple before, so I didn't necessarily know what to look for. And so, yeah, these are the ones that I thought were worth keeping. So now we're driving around. I've got 6 or 7 shots left on the purple. And then I've also got a Hasselblad with me, but this is for another thing, but yeah, let's get going. I'm currently parked in a mortuary parking lot. So yeah, let's have a good time. I am off the side of a pretty busy road, so this is probably not the best audio, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. 50 out of 11. That's one.
I'm just taking a photo of the building. I'm just taking a photo of the building.
That was a little awkward. Yeah, I was most definitely filming for a commercial of sorts.
So, the Kiev 4. It's a rangefinder, alright. So I was super cool and super awesome, and I got this camera complete in box, which,
for a 60-year-old camera is pretty cool. Also, I want to thank the eBay seller for giving me this little bit of nylon stockings to keep the box closed. So what's in the box? Well, got the camera, obviously, a leather case and strap, and the manual. And the coolest thing about getting this complete in box has got to be the manual, which, surprisingly enough, is fully in Russian, which one of the owners before me did translate a couple of the words and things, but I mean, we've got pictures. That's more than enough. And next up is the camera passport, at least that's what Google tells me it says. Inside the passport is really just all of the specs of the camera and a paragraph about the warranty information, which I also did translate thanks to Google, which if you want to pause it and read it here, you can. And you better enjoy my Pokemon desk mat. And the last thing in the box is a small ticket, which I'm assuming was attached to the camera at whatever store it was sold at, because the serial numbers on the ticket match both the camera and the lens.
I'm up on the mountain now.
Well, that was the end of the Lomo Purple. This is the most fun part. Does not have a normal winder. It's just got that. So you've just gotta, plus you have to continuously hold the button down. There you go. You know you got it when you can actually turn the wheel easily. So now, for the pros, the cons, and the in-betweens. So, a couple pros to the camera. It is super easy to focus since it's a rangefinder, and the Jupiter 8 is a lot sharper than I expected it to be. So let's throw, next we're going to shoot my favorite color, Pro Image 100. So now, the in-betweens. It has a really long focus throw, but it makes sense because, you know, you want your images in focus. The lens locks at affinity, which a lot of rangefinders do. So it's not really an issue, it's just something I forget about every now and then I think I'm stupid. The original lens cap never stays on, but I should probably just get over it and buy a new one. You have to manually reset the counter, but I mean, it's not a very big deal, it's really easy. The only issue is, you know, sometimes you forget about it, you don't know what photo you're on or how many photos you got left. Loading the camera is a bit of pain, but after a couple tries, it is not too hard. That's all because of the take-up spool, which is somehow the best and the worst part about loading the camera, which also don't lose it because it will cost you about $20 to buy a new one when it costs about $70 to $100 to buy a fully working Kiev 4. So that was the last shot of the day, especially because it was starting to get dark and I was shooting 100 ISO film. And so following week we picked this roll back up and went on a photo walk. And I forgot to film video again, so here's those photos. So here are some of my favorite photos from that walk. There was a lot of really boring ones since we weren't just in a super exciting part of town. But yeah. And Connor, you may ask, why are all the photos vertical? I don't know. It just happened that way. And so now for the cons. You know, it's hard to see through the entire viewfinder unless you shove your entire eye into it. But, you know, if you don't, you're just missing a little bit in the corners. It's not a whole lot though. The worst part about this camera is definitely rewinding it. It takes forever. I hate it. My fingers hurt afterwards. I swear it takes longer to rewind the camera than to shoot an entire roll. It just sucks because with the tension of the film and how small the rewind knob is, it's just a pain. It hurts just thinking about it. It's just annoying. It's so small. So there's not a whole lot of bad, just a couple things that I'm pretty passionate about. Everything else is either just a minor inconvenience that I can get past, or, you know, is just, it's there. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of pros, not a whole lot of cons, but a whole lot of in-betweens, which, I mean, aren't annoying, aren't the best, but I honestly, seriously love this camera.
So here's one last photo to send you guys off with. This was taken on another photo walk for another video that is coming out hopefully soon. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks. So that's all I have to say for the Kiev 4 for now. This video has been over 3 months in the making, and yeah, it's a video, alright. This video couldn't have happened without our sponsor, Brooktree Film Lab, your one-stop shop for film development and film itself. Brooktree has an ever-rotating catalog of film with film stocks coming and going. Brooktree also has a rotating catalog of apparel and merchandise. One of my favorite things that has come out of Brooktree is the Film of the Month Club. With one low price, you can get a random film stock to try, but also includes shipping, developing, and scanning. Brooktree has low development cost and returns high-quality work. With a wide range of development choices and scan sizes, you can get pretty much anything developed at any size you need. Make sure you use the code CLEARLY10 to receive 10% off your next film development order.
Plus, this camera sounds amazing, which it doesn't sound like a rangefinder at all. Let's open this guy up and we can actually hear it. There's the spool. Oh, look at that. Let's take the lens off. So with this camera, it's not a leaf shutter like some rangefinders are. It's just a standard curtain that you'd see in a DSLR, but you know, there's obviously no mirror because it's not a DSLR.